But it's day 2 of the Arise Asia Cup. India take on Bangladesh. We're coming to you live from Fatullah. It's a tournament that's got off to a great start with that wonderful match yesterday between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Now the home side comes up to play against the more highly ranked India. Yes, it is much noisier, and that's because the home captain Mushfiqur Rahim has just walked out alongside Virat Kohli. Jeff Crow is the match referee. Here we go with the toss.
Heads.
Virat says heads.
It's called, and it's heads, India.
It is heads, India. Virat, what are you going to do?
We're going to have a bowl first. Looks like a pretty dry track. Going to be slow in the first innings. I saw the game yesterday. The wicket eased out pretty much in the second innings. So, yeah, looking to make the most of it.
India like chasing, don't they? Is that the major reason?
Yeah, that's one reason as well. Other than that, I saw the game yesterday. It was playing pretty slow in the first innings. So, it eased out pretty well in the lights. And we're looking to take advantage of that.
Thanks. Have a good game, Virat. Take care. Right, batting first?
We also want to bowl first. It's nothing wrong with the wicket, but I think the target, you can chase it down in the later on. And also in the recent past, we just chased 300. So hopefully we will have a good game with the bat.
Excellent. Mushfiqur, hope you have a good game. There you are then. India have won the toss and they will bowl first. The way India like to is opted to field first, so Bangladesh will bat.
Anamulak Bijoy has been a steady starter, but initially it's a little bit shaky, but once he's set into mid-20s, then he plays some really good cricket. Mominul Haq has been very impressive. You mentioned about Mushfiqur Rahim, who needs to shoulder the responsibility, but Nasir and Naeem Islam needs to also play a crucial role.
Now straight away, look here in terms of experience. There's a fairly settled look, even though India would expect more from the openers with Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma. The big news, there's no Cheteshwar Pujara. India staying with Rahane and Raidu in the middle order. Karthik slots in at number 6 where Dinesh Karthik was. And then the spinners Ashwin and Jadeja. 5 bowlers in that bottom row. One of them goes for runs. Who's the backup bowler? You're looking at Kohli, maybe you're looking at Rohit Sharma. And all eyes will be on the captain. He's led India before, that's in Zimbabwe. He's only a stand-in captain. Much younger side this than Indian one-day sides of the past.
Yeah, the opener Anamulak Bijoy will take the strike. He usually take for a strike. Youngster, former captain of the under-19 team, which went to Australia. Samshur Rahman. Well, I thought he was a find of the tour against Sri Lanka. Picked up 100 in a test match, also a 50 in an ODI.
The young man, Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Not yet 2 years old in international cricket, 32 matches. Their economy is pretty good. He'll get a bit of movement, there's no doubt at all. He's a very good new ball bowler. First ball coming up. Anamul Haq in strike.
And that's a good start.
Oh, he's got the edge. He does bowl a mean outswinger. 4 runs. But he won't be happy with the way they've come. Then Anamul.
Streaky, could have easily gone on to the hands of Rohit Sharma, and it's standing in second slip. Just went between the two fielder in the slip. Lovely seat position, and that's the hint of movement away. A good edge, and gone in between the two slip fielder.
He finds the gap. It was full, a little too full.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. The crowd already on its feet. The crowd will get bigger and bigger. I've been told it's been a sold out. There will be a chock-a-block. It will come in very quickly indeed because Bangladesh is batting. And take a look at that shot from Samshur Rahman. Lovely balance. Just waited for it and played it through the line. Beautiful shot to open up his account.
That's another shot. Wonderfully timed. Should be good for 3 here. There you have both fans represented. Sri Lanka there too. Now where's Pakistan? There must be a Pakistan fan somewhere there too. That'll complete it if you get an Afghanistan fan in there too. Remember, 5 teams this year. Now should be taken. Oh dear. It's taken eventually because it was just ballooned so slowly. Ambati Raidu had gone there for the catch, so had Shami.
Should be shouting mine. I mean, what is this
happening. There could be serious injury trying to work the ball away to the onside, getting a leading edge. Somebody has to say mine. Nobody says mine. Nobody teaches them to say mine. Yes, there was a wicket and you can hold your head, but if you haven't learned from the previous experience, it's no good. Out for 7, 16 for 1.
So wicket goes down, another young man comes in, Mominul Haq, just 22 years old.
And then the other way around, look at that, he's got off the mark, brilliant shot that. Been given a little more room again by Bhuvneshwar Kumar, maiden over to the previous batsman, but this one, he's been taken for a boundary.
Yeah, he likes to play that shot, but look at the direction that it goes. It goes between the fielder at point and at third man. So he plays it a lot more square, backward of point. As I mentioned earlier, one of his favorite areas.
Oh, finds the edge again. And guess what? There's a third slip or a fourth slip, third slip, and a gully. There's no first and second.
Sometimes innovative field placing can go wrong. Down towards the point area, the slip has been kept a little bit wider, but if it had been a regular first slip, it would have been curtains for Mominul Haq.
You never see a replay from that angle without even the slip in the picture. Well, has he found the gap? Yes, he has.
And Bhuvneshwar Kumar does have that ability when he bangs the ball in short, because he is pretty accurate with it, going for the big shot. And once again, modern day field placing. The fielder at fine leg a lot squarer, and therefore nowhere near. But if he had been regular fine leg, it would have been down his throat.
Now in the air again, this time the other side. Gets there. So he's shown himself as a batsman, so doesn't control the pull shot too well.
Oh, wonderful shot. What an expansive drive that was. Got his foot to the pitch of it. He had the length. Went through with it. Wonderful hit by Mominul.
It was right in the slot. Beautifully played by Mominul.
But just like Wasim said, I think on these sort of pitches, length is mandatory. Line, you can maybe just work around a little bit, but length needs to be mandatory. 2 and 2. Expansive shot and expensive over so far.
Well, he better learn very quickly, as Shami and Bhuvaneshwar did. They're just trying to hit that shot of a good length area. That's important. Hardly any in the air and just go through with it. And this man, short as he is, he's got a low center of gravity. Just perfectly placed for him.
He's on fire. 22 of 24 with the 4 boundaries. Strike rate of 91. He's got slip in place, big appeal, and he's gone. A soft dismissal here.
He was pretty unaware that this is against the run of play. Mominul Haq is out. Mominul wasn't aware of the situation at all. The ball is rolling back, and he's gone. The umpire didn't need to refer that. So that is a big wicket. Mominul gone for 23. It's 49 for 2. The captain is in, Mushfiqur Rahim, number 4. Now he's quite a performer.
Outside edge. Could probably get 2.
Well, that was well bowled. He was trying to play and he was playing for the turn. There was no turn. So he's got pace. He's really got, that's one big plus for Varun Aaron. That's his average speed. Oh, he's gone after him. That is an enormous hit. What a shot that is. That's taken everybody by surprise, including Varun Aaron.
He gave it a charge, and that's it. Bam! Goes out of the park. 85 meters. That's a biggie.
The faster they come, the further they go. Good use of the feet there as well. That's another boundary. Excellent shot that. Second six of the innings. Not only was it a boundary, it was an over boundary.
Magnificently hit. There's nobody in the deep. He knows he's just got to clear the infield. But there's such great contact. 80 meters, 6. Oh, that is a beauty. What a sweetly timed shot that is. Anamul Haq is on fire here.
Another expensive over. 13 off it so far. A delivery yet to come.
Oh, wonderful shot. Used his feet. It's gone over long off. Mid-off was in the circle. Inamul goes to 50. He's taken 61 balls. It's 109 for 2.
Really tossed up and he's down the wicket. That was the secret to it. Down the wicket. He's 21 years old and he's sent it back 85 meters. Well, there's a man in the deep. He will not get there. How well timed was it? Now, this is the partnership that's turning it on here for Bangladesh. We're 281 on the board. Well, this partnership will have to get a lot of those. Already put on 68 and virtually run a ball. Also, he's a very small man, Mushfiqur Rahim.
They have to definitely do a lot of cleaning up behind the stumps.
Well, there you are. You just mentioned it. He's played the paddle. I wished you didn't pick up on that. It was a terrible joke. The 118 for 2.
Very good shot. Quite deliberate. He knew where the fielders were.
They're getting that foot out of the way towards that mid-wicket area.
What was expected of him? Absolutely brilliant knock from Mushfiqur Rahim.
Almost a runner ball. 5 4s and 2 6s. Outstanding knock from the skipper.
Is it 3 6s in all? And I think if you're a fast bowler, then you look at these and say, is he not treating me like a fast bowler?
Raidu back, still with his second over now.
He'll pick the gap.
And then he's had to play the slog sweep off the last. 4 dot balls is a real waste, but yet he's got 8 off the over. It's 133 for 2.
149, Bangladeshi skipper. And gets a 50 with a straight drive. Wonderful innings. Captain's knock. Mushfiqur has been in great form of late. To make good of that wicket-taking option. And Varun Arun clearly comes into that category. Extra runs been considered here by India.
Virat was just looking, but he was distracted. There he is. He's now watching. He thinks he's not going to throw. And now suddenly he has a throw. It's 4 fielders outside, but in the batting power play it's 3. And suddenly you see an opening. You think, we can go there. Like that.
That's a gonzo though. That's a 6. Mushfiqur doesn't miss out on the slog sweep. He's a really good player of that shot.
Very good shot. Quite deliberate. He knew where the fielders were. Nobody there. There's a long on, there's a deep square leg, and there's a long off. So it's a huge gap. And he's exploited it.
That's up, that's gone. That'll do very nicely for the right-hander striker, Anamul. Good, intelligent batting.
He was just concentrating on timing the ball. Because he knew as long as he got the ball over the fielder's head, it was going to be a boundary. Waist high full toss, which is called a no ball and has been dispatched for 4.
Bolem gets the better of the batsman, and Amul has played it on. He's not happy at all. He's trying to break his bat.
Well, I think this time he might have got the Yorker right. He's speedy, but it's important to get the Yorker right. There it is, the Yorker right. Inside edge onto the stumps, and Varun Aaron has got a wicket, and he almost broke his bat. Oh, watch it, watch it, watch it, young man. If you've got runs with that bat, you don't want to break that bat. 182 for 3. There's a new batsman at the crease, Naeem, and how much time he takes to get going is going to be crucial.
Who's going to be a pinch hitter. Excellent shot that. Saw the width on offer and played his bat.
Well, that is exactly why I made that point, because you've got a set article in Mushfiq. So let's not create a mayhem at the other end. Just keep it nice and tight from the other end and let him take charge.
The other hand, if you send a pinch hitter, we've seen pinch hitters come at number 3. Brilliant timing that, and the placement was even better.
The extra pace, look at that. He's used the pace off the pitch of Varun Aaron. That one was bowled at over 144 kilometers per hour. Opened the face of the bat at the last moment.
Oh, that's brilliantly done. That's done the distance. With space to spare. What a shot. He's playing a blinder.
And he's been helped by some pretty ordinary bowling from Varun Aaron. Look at the length that you bowl. Now, come on, over the years, we all know that this is the length that batsmen are looking for when they're looking to play the big shots, go the aerial route. He's just used the bottom hand to flick it away. It is just contemptuously flicked away over square leg for a 6. Much to the delight of the huge crowd that has turned up here.
It's a bit of a bonanza for Mushfiq. Now that's hit him on the full. He's down for the count and he's writhing in pain.
Have a look at this. It's a full toss. He's lost sight of it. Oh, and way above the waist. Now this is like a beamer. He's been hit on the forearm. He's been hit also in the ribs, and that is the reason why the ruling says that the bowler should be banned from bowling.
He's got hold of that all right. Happy to advance down the wicket. The reason he played that, only 2 runs so far from then. 219 for 3.
Hit it with immense power. And the important part was into the gap. Important boundary. Too short. Put away.
Well, you couldn't have a slip here, and backward point was square, but it's India's quickest fielder going after it, so he'll keep it down to 3. Just 4 of the overs. He's going to take a chance at the end. He does, and he finds a fielder. And it's a wicket that was generated by the way the first 5 balls were bowled. He felt the need to go after the last ball. 231 for 4.
Yeah, he had to take that chance. Just couldn't get underneath it. Hit it straight to the fielder at the covers. That's fine because they have a couple of batsmen padded up. He tried. Couldn't get it over the top of that fielder. It's Mohammad Shami who delivers the good. It's shown that he's very, very good in the death overs. Naeem Islam gone for 14. Bangladesh 231 for 4.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this young man, 22 years old. As you know, in Bangladesh, they only pick players who are in their mid-20s. I've never seen a Bangladesh player in his 30s. Well played. Fine. That's a lovely shot. Picks up a couple of runs, but finally was inside the circle. Oh, at the non-strikers and direct throw. This might just be what the doctor ordered for Mushfiqur Rahim. Was batting on 97. There was only a single in that shot. Overthrows. Try telling that to Mohammad Shami, who's bowled beautifully. But Mushfiqur Rahim will celebrate here. It's been a wonderful innings from the Bangladesh captain.
First at home, second 100 for him, first as a captain. And he becomes the third person from Bangladesh as a captain to score ODI 100. Magnificent innings. What was expected of him? Absolutely brilliant knock from Mushfiqur Rahim.
Almost a runner ball. 5 fours and 2 sixes. Outstanding knock from the skipper.
Right, that's the edge taken. So another wicket goes down. Bangladesh, in their quest for quick runs, have just started to lose a few wickets here. And that's the end of Nasser Hussain. Shami picks up another.
Nasser Hussain, just the 1 run. 241 for 5.
He's a big built young man, Ziaur Rahman. He's 27 years old. He's a little older than some of the others. Well, he's got hold of that one all right. And you can see that's the point Athar's been making. When he gets hold of it, it's a long boundary out at deep mid-wicket and he clears it.
He'll manage to free his arm, and look at that shot. That's cracked away the immense power. It's gone flat and all the way. That is a big shot.
I think that's a fine shot. It's a fine shot. It's a low full toss, not always the easiest to get away. Now 6 of the over from the first 3. Plays the slog. This is wonderful batting now by Mushfiqur Rahim. They needed to get the runs on. The captain's got a worried look.
And this is very good batting.
Oh, he's taken. Varun Aaron with the catch. He's made a contribution today. That's a fine catch for the fast bowler.
That was travelling. He did really well. Get so much bat on him, but look at that for a take. And for a fast bowler, not very agile these days. Rahman gone for 18, 270 for 6.
There he goes through mid-wicket again. There's a man there, split bolt.
Somehow managed to find the gaps every time he wants to play that kind of shot. Once again, deep in his crease. Look at that shot. That's off the off stump. And a terrific hit from the captain.
Right, that's up in the air. It should be taken on the boundary. Now, how's that doing for height over there? Umpire says he was all right. So Mushfiqur Rahim's got to go, I think. I think you've got to factor in the fact that he's about a good yard and a half down the wicket. I think he should be all right.
And the ball was on the way down. So if he was in his stance at the crease, it probably would have been below the waist.
It's a good call and very well played. Good to see young Mushfiqur Rahim getting the Indian captain goes and shakes hands with him. It's been a fantastic innings.
276 for 7.
Right, last ball. Sohaag Ghazi. How's he going to play it? 278. Plays a shot and finds a wicket keeper. Now they'll sneak the single in. If it comes down to 1 run, they'll look back at this and say why. The appeal was for leg before from Shami. And as a result, finish with 279, 280. Then the target for India.
Namul Haq, right at the top, was outstanding. 77, it was a good knock, but started off slow. But Mushfiqur Rahim is the man who made the difference. 117, his highest score of 113. But ideally, needed a little bit more help from Naeem, Nazar and Ziaur. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, 1 for 41. Good first spell along with Mohammad Shami, who was outstanding at the death. 4 for 50 to him. Ashwin picked up a wicket, but Jadeja is always so miserly. Mashrafi Mortaza, been plagued with injury.
Here we go.
Rohit Sharma's in strike. Mashrafi Mortaza. Oh, it's kept low the first one. But while he's kept that out, he's now got to think about it. Now he'll find the gap. And that should have enough on it to run away to the boundary. So the first one comes up. A crisp square drive.
But when Rohit Sharma gets going, it's such a good play to watch. He intended it to go there, opening the face of the bat and using the pace.
Probably pitched outside leg. There's only one man out there. Well, three. The two batsmen and the umpire thought that was not out. Wide is down the wicket. That's the way Shikhar Dhawan likes to play.
That's where his strength lies. Inside out, play toward extra cover. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, two right-hand former cricketers in the box, you can tell. Talking about the stylishness of left-handers. Took him 11 balls, though, to get out the mark. He's played it fine. Long legs inside the circle. They'll run away. Even if very gently. For 4.
Bowling very tight, Rudul. Again, you can look at that front foot. He's adjusting his body to go offside and then was cramped for room.
Now on the right of the man inside the circle. So while he's bowled 3 or 4 good balls, a couple have just slipped down the leg side, and now Shikhar Dhawan starting to make his presence felt, picking those off.
That's why he picked it up comfortably. Fine leg was up. Got his 4th boundary. Now he's on 18 of 28.
Yeah, he's held 2 balls to deep fine leg, and both were slow balls which were short.
Now that's a close call. Tell you what, I think that's very close. Just wonder if Billy Bowden thought it might have been going through on to the onside.
Yeah, it was on the angle, wasn't it? Probably hit him in front of around middle stump. Long way to go.
Yes, but hit him very close to the pad. Straight away he's down the wicket. He's finding the gap. Oh, the timing on that. That's not going for 4, is it? It is. The timing on that is exquisite.
Just a little punch.
Now there are many appeals, still not out from Billy Bowden. 5 of the over, it's 38 for no loss.
That's a biggie, that's gone. 6 from Rohit Sharma. He's a clean striker of the ball and a mighty hit that cleared the fence very easily.
He was only on 12 of 22 deliveries before the shot. Now he's 18 of 23. It was right in the slot for him to play with a straight bat.
It's a strong appeal. This time Billy Bowden raises the finger and announces the departure of the striker. Shikhar Dhawan has fallen. Looking to sweep it, and possibly from the stumps.
But that's what Bangladesh needed. They needed a wicket. And look at the crowd go wild. That is a big one. Shikhar Dhawan looking really good now, playing across the line and missing it completely. And looked good in the first time. And Billy Bowden also in favour of the bowler. It's Abdul Razak who picks up the wicket. Shikhar Dhawan gone for 28. India 50 for 1.
Virat Kohli is in at number 3, 25 years of age.
Hit on the pads. Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good first delivery. The armour coming in. Might have got a bit of bat on it.
Oh, bowling! That's gone through. Rohit Sharma is castled. What a moment for Bangladesh. They needed this badly. They needed to get rid of Rohit Sharma, and boy, they've done that. And look at the crowds, the jubilation, the celebrations have started in the aisles.
Superb delivery. That one came back in and went between the gap. On to the stumps. Look at the reaction from the keeper. He loves it. So does the bowler. That is a big wicket. Rohit Sharma has to go back to the pavilion. Bowled by Zia Rahman. India 54 for 2.
New man is Rahane, right-hand batsman, young and happening batsman. Got Rahane in a bit of trouble. Oh, beautifully bowled. This one spun across. couple of great balls from Razak. 55 for 2. Beautifully placed by Virat Kohli. What a shot. You can't bowl on his pads because he's brilliant. He's absolutely gorgeously brilliant in that area.
Well, look at the way he's brought his bottom man into play. As he's flicked it, that is the strong zone. We saw that earlier. There is a deep fine leg and a deep square leg between the two. I think he's feeling the pressure. Now that should ease it because it'll be a boundary. On the pads, the quicker delivery.
I give it an easy 4 by bowling on the pads too. That's beautifully played. He's so good with his bottom hand. We've seen how well he flicks the ball away towards the leg side. And have a look at this cut shot. Now, on a pitch like this is supposed to be a difficult shot to execute. Extra bit of bounce and how well he rode it.
Yes, I think it came at the right height for him. The pace also right, a little bit of width offered, and he was quick on to it.
That's slashed into the fence. Just cannot understand this bowling change. There's a clear example of how pace was put to sword in that first innings where Varun was put away for plenty. And Rubel is in similar category. He doesn't have a lot of variation. He's quick. And on a pitch like this, batsmen would want pace.
In width, he's getting the width. Look at that.
He's looking good, Virat Kohli. On 28 from just 27 balls. That's gone and goes over the line for 6. Beautifully managed by Rahane. Looking closely at the ball and adjusting beautifully to the extra height.
Once again, bowling short, giving so much of time and room to the batsman to play that shot. It is poor bowling. Really poor bowling. And like Athar, I'm baffled as to why Ziaur has been taken off when he bowled 2 overs and got a wicket, and it's given away only 8 runs in those 2 overs.
Here's Sohag Ghazi. Short ball, and he has clobbered that over the fence for 6. What an opportunity this was. First ball short on a track which is slow. Give him all the opportunity. But that takes the pressure off him.
Under pressure straight away. No room for looseness.
But definitely not to a player of his quality. That's meat and drink to someone like Virat Kohli.
Again short and almost went to hand that one. That was a valiant attempt there. He got a hand to it. But he can't bowl endlessly. Oh, that's been put away. Virat Kohli is in spanking form. That is a stunning shot.
It's a walk in the park for Virat Kohli at the moment. Saw a little bit of width and boom.
And again, this time off the back foot. So 2 and 2 to end the over. 11 of the over for a Razak over, mind you. 110 for 2. Yeah, but he's still doing the job that he's expected to be doing. It's not as though he's playing with circumspection. I think that's what he's required to do, and that brings up the 50. Virat Kohli's 31st 50. Got 1800s already.
That's a good conversion rate. In a classy knock, while every other Indian batsman around him has kind of struggled. But not Virat Kohli.
Taps the ball, gets to his 100. It's a familiar sight. It'll be in the newspapers tomorrow morning. 19th one-day international 100.
Virat Kohli's played magnificently well today. He's in great touch. He got his runs quickly, got the boundaries, and now is in absolute control. Some stunning shot. Take a look at this.
Oh, what a magnificent shot. Effortless. Boundary after 19 signals, and what a magnificent boundary.
Yes, it was required, and it was so clean, that hit. Unhurried, came out of nowhere, took everyone by surprise. Just take a look at how clean and straight the bat is. Safest area on the ground. But just carrying on that argument, Rohan, about the power play. You know, if you do take it at a time when the opposition is not expecting it. Oh, that's 4. He knows the gaps. Slightly short, and he latched on quickly. So that's another boundary in consecutive overs. Suddenly the pressure now back on Bangladesh. There was a period when they contained India somewhat, but they're breaking loose now.
That was asking for trouble. Far too short from Ghazi. Yeah, he was saying he knows his gaps. Not too far from the fielder, but he hits it so hard.
Short, and that's Kohli for you. The other thing that stands out about Kohli is the fact that he does not let a loose ball go. He does convert, and that's why he doesn't get under any pressure.
Well, it's also because he's looking to score off the good balls. His mindset is score runs, not defend. Score runs. So when the bad ball presents itself, it's a gift.
Oh, it's beaten the man and will run away to the boundary. The more it goes along this slightly moist, slightly damp outfield. It's not wet, but slightly damp outfield. The more difficult it'll get for the bowlers coming back. 150 comes up.
Brilliant shot once again. That gets to the 100 partnership between Kohli and Rahane of 111 balls. He's been exceptional in latching onto anything which has been slightly short, and this was quite short.
What a player. It was short, picked it up beautifully between mid-on and mid-wicket. Raced away the boundary. 10th 4 for Virat Kohli. There's a zoo there.
He'll pick the gap. That is beautifully played. Rahane from time to time is chipping away. It's not just a masterpiece at the other end. There's a painter indulging in some color at the other end too.
Good shot. Against the spin, inside out, full face of the bat. He's not going to get any turn. So cleverly played by Rahane. He's on 33 of 45 now.
He's rotated the strike. He's given it back to Virat Kohli. Kohli likes the strike when he's doing well. He likes controlling the game. Rahane is giving the game back to Kohli. See, he'll take twos like this. He likes the game back to him.
Is it fair to say, Harsha, that he's been the silent partner in that firm?
He's not hitting boundaries. He's doing this. Just rotating the strike. Look how hungry he is. He wants a second. That's what all great batsmen do. They want the strike back all the time.
If you notice him, especially today, he's running in every ball, he's sprinting in. That's the key of fast bowling. Slow ball again, picked up beautifully by Kohli. Another boundary to him. 12th boundary. He's on 96.
Do you get the feeling sometimes that batsmen just have a map of the field in their mind? Look, he's latched onto the slow ball very quickly, but he's aware of the fact that long on is not as straight as normal. And he's beaten him to his left. Now that's close. Billy Bowden says no. Mashrafi Murtaza saying, oh, I want to see that again. Then he's given his verdict as well. 193 for 2. Right, he's picked his spot there. It is his favorite scoring area. Hitting inside out over cover.
It's not an easy shot to play, but he loves it there. Ajinkya Rahane, he's on 42 now. Give himself room, inside out, bit of turn, middle of the bat. That's his 3rd boundary. Look at that, good follow through as well. The secret was the eyes on the ball till the last second. Rest away to the boundary.
Right, here's Mashrafi Murtaza. Taps the ball, gets to his 100. It's a familiar sight. It'll be in the newspapers tomorrow morning. 19th one-day international 100. Surely we're seeing a phenomenon in the making here. 95 balls. And so easily achieved. Well played, Virat Kohli.
What a performance. 5th in Bangladesh, 19th overall. What a performer, a consistent from Virat Kohli. Everything is coming so easy. Open the face off the bat and look at that celebrations there, and rightly so.
What struck me the most about this 100 is the inevitability.
And I think that's an aura which he has created for himself now. And so many greats talking about him and comparing him to so many former players, in itself a praise worthy of a champion player. And he's won. He's already won.
There he goes over mid-wicket again. How often have they dropped shot to him? And how often has he milked that area? 213 for 2 from 39. His eyes would have lit up. I think you can just take one shot at that. I think he's played at least 5-6 boundaries in that area today. Each time over mid-wicket inside the circle.
Fifth is weight so perfectly and quickly.
He plays the glance. That's been flicked away for 4. And Rahane gets to his 50 as well. Very quietly going about his business at the other end, and gets to a well-deserved half-century.
His 4th ODI 50. 51 of 64. Not a great delivery. Nicely played. Fine leg was there. It was slightly squarer. Good effort by the fielder, and captain is telling his teammate, well done buddy, played well under pressure.
Now has he got him? Rahane is going to just wait. The umpires are going to take a look. He's asking the fielder. It's not a bad thing to do sometimes. Can you trust the fielder?
Ajinkya felt as if he was quite sure that the fielder had picked it on one bounce. So the front foot is fine. That's the first bit.
Fielder hasn't made a strong claim. Now I think he's taken the catch, but what happens thereafter? Not out is the verdict. So Ajinkya Rahane stays.
What a shot. Brilliant shot. That bottom man coming into play once again. The fielder's in the 30-yard circle. And he's hit it between the mid-wicket and mid-on. Beautiful shot that from the Indian skipper. But not Virat Kohli. But that's another gorgeous shot. It's important that he doesn't lose his bearings. Continues hitting the shots like he has. 2 magnificent back-to-back boundaries. And look at that. I think you can see that the Bangladesh team, the shoulders are slumping. Once again, tossed up Chandra's team. Terrific use of the feet. Going down the pitch, but not going towards the pitch of the ball because you wanted to hit it to extra cover. Terrific batting this is.
Well, that smash over mid-off. Once again, powerfully hit by Virat Kohli. He packs a punch. What a player.
A slower delivery. Might not have got the elevation he wanted. Might have had his heart in his mouth. But he was pretty confident.
That's a delightful shot from Rahane. Didn't hit it too hard. It was all about finding the space away towards the offside, which he did. Wonderfully executed.
He's very good at that. He knows that he's not a power hitter. He knows that he is good at timing. So he's chipped it over the infield. No risk taken. Look at that, played with a straight bat. No risk taken. Nothing wild about that shot. And he's got a boundary.
That's beautifully placed once again by Rahane. No need to run for that one. It's a long chase. The ball hits the fence. 250 comes up for India. Big shot. That boundary In fact, it's a 6. It's a flat one, a skimmer from Virat Kohli. It now becomes a record partnership for India against Bangladesh. He wants to have another look. Yeah, he raises his arms and Virat Kohli. It's a 6. Just a mere flick. It went flat, it went hard, it went over the rope. Oh, bowled him. Yorker does the job. Rubel has gone through Virat Kohli's defences.
We'll have to wait and see whether it's a no ball. No, I think he's fine. He's got a little bit of the foot behind the line, so he'll be fine. So Virat will have to, unfortunately, go back to the pavilion. But he's played a capital captain's innings, Virat Kohli.
He has managed to send back Virat Kohli. That's a good delivery. Really good one. Could have tried it a lot earlier. A little bit too late. He's hitting the stumps and the length was really good. Trying to bowl the Yorker, but yes, as you mentioned, a bit of a tiring shot from Virat Kohli. Batted for such a long time. Magnificent knock. There will be dew available. That is a good shot. And it's gone straight. I thought it was gone back past the bowler, but that has gone straight into the hands. Imran catches the fielder.
Told you there's a lot of smog around. Natar Ali Khan clearly missed the ball in the smog, but that was easily taken. Rahane unnecessarily toying with the idea of hitting a 6, didn't catch it in the middle of the bat, and he knew it straight away. Yet it committed a mistake. He'd be pretty depressed at the end result because he had batted so well and got out when India needed just 8 to win. That's gone into the gap, may just find the fence. No, it will not. 2 runs to the striker. Rayudu is now on 6. Dinesh Karthik is on strike, and they pinch a single, and India are off the mark in this Asia Cup. They win this quite handsomely. With 6 wickets to spare, win by 6 wickets. Masterclass from Virat Kohli. And once he got going, it was always going to be easy for India to go over the line, and what a win. And so that is the match summary then. Bangladesh 279 for 7, and India in response getting home with 6 wickets to spare, winning this quite easily in the end. They win by 6.